It seems to me that Trump missed the explanation of this accident. Why he was fooling, the that movement of MAGA to warn about, the border security, illegal immigrant in the United States, the number of crimes. But on the reality, the situation is different. This is why FBI, and local enforcement, they were waiting, to get like more information about what was happening in New Orleans and Las Vegas, Trump, hotel. Both of them, they are U.S. veterans. These guys were not, illegal immigrant. They are not legal immigrant. They are the U.S. citizen, and unfortunately, they are U.S. veterans, Army veterans. This is really disaster. That Trump, in his explanation, he missed the right point, and this is why many people, they are and were asking here in the United States why Trump, really misleading, the media, misleading the public opinion of saying, this is because of the problem of Democratic Party, problem of Biden administration. No, it's already the problem of the people. If the two guys were adopting, ISIS or Daesh, the adopting, that kind of the terror act against innocent people. It seems to me Trump is wrong, and this is not really helping his campaign of showing, the any story or stereotypes about the legal or illegal immigrants in the U.S.
Yes, Dr. Ashraf, you mean here that he jumped into conclusion without waiting for investigation to reveal what really took place, right?
Right, 100%. You are correct, yes.
Right. Trump has said that the crime rate in the U.S. is at all-time high, and that his administration will fully support New Orleans in the aftermath of the attack. Now, what do you think of his rhetoric regarding crime at large in America?
Yeah, this is a good point, but we need really to rely on statistical figures before to jump to the conclusion. In other words, the number of crimes in the U.S. Committed by the U.S. citizen, the highest rate, of crimes committed by the U.S. citizen, not by the illegal immigrant or legal immigrant in the United States. This is, what the statistics said about that. So it seems to me it's still a political statement in terms of using, this kind of story about MAGA, a perspective or MAGA advertising to convince, the most of the Americans, they have to, raise that flag and showing their support to Trump statement or Trump campaign to fight the illegal immigrant and legal immigrant. I'm okay with his fight legal immigrant. Everybody should enter the United States, should be legal. Not really crossing the borders without even paperwork or the authority needs really to check his or her background just to fight terrorism. I completely understand this point, the standpoint of Trump, but trying to convince the public opinion by something wrong.
Yes,
will work against them.
Very clear, Dr. Singer. We're speaking here about identifying and verifying the origins and the amounts of who enters the U.S. Now, given the suspect in this attack is a U.S. citizen and not and immigrants. How might this impact Trump's narrative about the link between immigration and crime? And do you think he will modify his position moving forward?
100% in terms of his position also about the H1 visa, uh, where MAGA completely against, to bring, the skilled foreign workers to the U.S. And basically he accepted that with that kind of energy or that kind of statement by Elon Musk. Uh, and this is a big gap. The second gap now with Trump, uh, that his interpretation about the terror attack occurred in Las Vegas and Louisiana. So Trump needs to really to revise his statement clearly that he can really convince the public opinion. But because Americans, they are unaware, readings, the news, they are really watching what is going on. So it seems to me like Trump, he did a big mistake in that statement, and probably this is what reduced his credibility before January 2020. So I think Trump gonna to revise this statement because probably
You
he
think he
did
will
jump.
modify his stance? Or
Yes, yes, 100% because this guy is the U.S. veteran, so Army veteran,
right,
so he can't really hide this
right,
information. Particularly, the FBI was announced clearly
indeed.
that these guys, they have or they have that link with ISIS or Daesh in their
S-
ideology.